welcome back to Insights. The last two videos I interviewed Greg Healy, a financial expert with a background in Wall Street and having senior level positions in various banks. He brought a powerful message to us, and that message revolved around the idea of Revelation chapter 18 verse 4, when God says, talking about Babylon, "Come out of her, my people, that you will not experience her plagues." And Greg was basically saying we need to come out of what so much today is accepted as this worldly financial system. Clearly, in Revelation chapter 18, there's an economic basis to this harlot Babylon. We see the merchants of the earth appalled at what's happened to Babylon when God judged her. And we also see in Revelation 18 the specific goods that were bought and sold, all connected to Babylon. And again, Greg was calling us out of that today so that we will not experience her plagues when they come. So what we haven't emphasized yet, and I want to make crystal clear today, is 4 areas that Greg left with us in terms of what to do. And I love his approach, because he didn't say shift your money here or do this with your portfolio or buy commodities or whatever. What he did is he gave us 4 biblical principles that we need to apply. And here they are. The first one is that we need to repent. We need to change our hearts, turn away from trusting in money. And living in America, it's so easy to do because it's such a prosperous, affluent society. But we need to say we're not going to serve both God and money. We are going to live fully for God and let God take care of the funds that we need and provide for us. So we need to look deep inside and repent of trusting in financial systems that God himself will judge. Number 2, Greg said, get out of debt now. So this is not a cure-all in terms of when a financial collapse or shaking comes, but it certainly is helpful. It's better not to be in debt than to be in debt. And the financial systems, the banking, it is based on putting you and I in debt so that we have to pay it back with interest, and we are in enslavement to these systems. Let's get out of that. Come out of it, my people. Let's get out of that, and let's be in a position that God has called his children to be in, and that is that we become the ones who loan to other people. They are the borrowers, not us. And we see this in so many ways today, whether you're having to pay monthly on your mortgage, or you have a car payment, or school loans, or credit card debt. All of it, we need to get out and do things God's way, because Proverbs 22:7 says that the borrower is slave to the lender. So let's get out of the system of enslavement. Number 3, Greg said, we need to learn how to trust God. We need to start over and simply trust him. So many times we think that because we have plan A, but we have contingency plans, that we're somehow still trusting God. But often it's based on our own plan and our own ingenuity. And so that we have a plan B and a plan C if plan A doesn't work out. This can be a subtle way of not simply walking by faith and trusting God. 4th and last, Greg shared with us to expect miracles. We might think of how Jesus intervened and fed the 5,000. We might think of how they came and asked Jesus and Peter, they asked for their temple tax. And Jesus was so not dismissive exactly, but Jesus was not concerned at all either. He just said, Peter, go to this fish. In the mouth you'll find a coin, and pay our temple tax. God can intervene today in just as powerful ways, just as supernatural ways, and we need to expect miracles. So these are the 4 ways that Greg said, take these as takeaways and change your financial approach so that we are not going to share in Babylon's plagues. If you want to print out those 4 points, you can go to forerunnersofamerica.org, go to the April 18th blog, and you'll see a summary of these 4 points that you can print out. We will see you next week on Insights.